Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert's Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. All right, NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, North Carolina Educational Lottery 200. It is Coca-Cola 600 weekend. It is Memorial Day weekend. It is 3 races at Charlotte Motor Speedway. It is the F1 race, Formula 1 race at Monaco. It is the Indianapolis 500, the Great American Race. So we have one of the biggest racing weekends on the calendar. This weekend, it's going to get kicked off tomorrow night, Friday, with the North Carolina Education Lottery 200 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race. 201 miles, 134 laps, 3 stages, 30, 30, and 74. On the year so far in 2024, I am 6-4 in the Truck Series picks, 9-2 Xfinity, 5-8 in Cup. That gives me a 58.8% record already. Hey, I'm perfectly happy with that. It's been fun. We've had mainly a 2-driver duel over the last 7 races for the Truck Series. So Brett Moffitt will be in the number 1 for Tricon Garage. His last outing was Kansas. In this truck, he finished 5th. Remember last year he did a one-off for front row in the 34 truck and won at Talladega. So he is in winning equipment. He is a winning driver, former Truck Series champion. He could actually pull this off. Caden Honeycutt in the 45. Oh my goodness. So Caden Honeycutt's had 4 starts so far in 2024. 6th, 12th, 9th, and 4th. He's in the truck that won with Ross Chastain, that won 4 times last year with Carson Hocevar. He's in winning equipment. He is a talented young racer. In fact, he's 23rd in points right now, ahead of Wallace Allen, Matt Mills, Spencer Boyd, Thad Moffitt, who have started every race, and he's only started 4 of 10. So he's got big things ahead of him if he finally gets a full-time ride. And then in the number 67 for MBM, which is Carl Long's team, unfortunately, we have Jeffrey Earnhardt. It's a Toyota, so hopefully he gets some Toyota help. Hopefully that truck can have some speed to it, unlike MBM's Xfinity car. And then, God forbid, their Cup car is horrible as shit. But Jeffrey Earnhardt, I think he's talented. He's actually one of my favorite drivers. I wish he would get a full-time ride. One thing I've always said, if I ever won the big lottery and got into NASCAR as an owner, Jeffrey Earnhardt's one of my drivers. Doesn't have a big-time sponsor. I think that's what holds him back. When you put him in good equipment, he runs well. Because if you look at it, he had an 8th place in Sam Hunt Racing Xfinity car this year. With Alpha Prime last year, had several top 20s. When he went racing Sam Hunt in 22, he had a 7th in Nashville. If you go way back to 2019, he had some Joe Gibbs starts. He finished 3rd at Charlotte in the Joe Gibbs car. XCI Racing was a team that was going to run a few races that had an alliance with Joe Gibbs. He had an 8th place with them with Texas. So I look, hopefully if he gets a full-time ride, some big stuff from Jeffrey and a good equipment, he can win. I know he can. He finished 2nd at Talladega in an RCR car. But hopefully he has a decent run, even though he's not in great equipment. 7 of the last 8 races have ended under normal conditions. Only 1 overtime race. Of the last 3 races, each have had 5 caution flags. So we had 2 stage breaks and then 3 cautions throughout. All 3 races, stage 1 went caution-free. 2 of the last 3 winners of the truck race at Charlotte led the final 20 laps. So that final lead change has taken place 2 of the last 3 races with 20 to go. Less than 20, with more than 20 to go. One time it was won the last lap. The last 2 Truck Series races at Charlotte, Corey Heim average finished 2.0, only 1 race. Grant Enfinger 3.5. Christian Eckes average finished 5.0. Ben Rhodes 5.5 in a win. Nick Sanchez finished 9th in his only race. Ty Majeski 10.0, Matt Craftsman 15.5. The last 2 races at Charlotte on the average running position, Corey Heim, yes, 1 race, he average running position 2.31. Christian Eckes 6.71. Ty Majeski 7.73. Taylor Gray 7.93. Ben Rhodes 10.94. Grant Enfinger 11.18. Now, if you look at Kansas is similar to Vegas, Texas, Kansas, and Charlotte. So I look at Charlotte. It's similar to Vegas, Kansas, and Texas. So those 4 tracks are all really similar. So it's similar tire, similar setup. So if you look at just those tracks, so that's Vegas, Kansas, Texas, and Charlotte. Last year and this year so far, 8 races. Corey Heim has average finish 3.125 with a win. Christian Eckes, average finish 8.875 with a win. Jake Garcia, 12.0. That's a young kid driving pretty decent equipment. He drives for, who's he with? Who is this? Jake Garcia. I think he's with, who did he sign with this year? Why am I not? Oh, he's in the 13 for Thorsport. Yeah, he took over for Haley Deegan. So he's had some good runs in that truck. He's a good young talent. So Thorsport, they seem to step off this year. I don't know why. It just don't seem like, because it's Ford, and Fords are just a step off this year. But I think that's one kid to keep an eye on. Grant Enfinger average finish 12.3 for the win. Nick Sanchez 12.71. We know he runs well at these kind of tracks. He almost won Texas a couple of years ago, getting wrecked on the last lap, and Carson Osbar went on to the victory. Stuart Friesen average finish 13.25, and then Ben Rhodes average finish 13.5 with a win. As we look at the points, after 10 races, with 6 races left in the regular season, we have a 2-horse battle here. Christian Eckes, Corey Heim, separated by 4 points. On the season, Christian Eckes 2 wins, 5 top 5s, 9 top 10s. Corey Heim 3 wins, 7 top 5s, 9 top 10s. These are the 2 elite of the Truck Series right now. They are above 54 points is what Eckes is above Majeski in 3rd. So that's a big number. It's almost a race on 3rd place. So it's a 2-horse race for the regular season championship. You know what, Corey Heim, if you look what he's done in ARCA and now in trucks, he's the next big thing. We know he's got those starts in Cup. He's got a few starts in Xfinity. He, in his ARCA career, 43 starts, 9 wins, 32 top 5s, 41 top 10s. His Truck Series career, 8 wins and 50 starts, 25 top 5s, 38 top 10s. Half the time he's in the top 5, 38 of 50 top 10s, 41 of 50 top 20s. If 2311 and or Legacy Motor Club get a 3rd charter for 2025, I can see Corey Heim in there, and he's getting a start later on this year for 2311. I think he's the next big Toyota call-up. Alright, so Chris Eckes leading the points right now by 4 over Heim with 2 wins, Corey Heim with 3 wins, and we have Ty Majeski plus 112, Nick Sanchez 4th with a win, 5th Taylor Gray plus 78, Tyler Ankrum 6th plus 65, 7th in points Roger Cruz with a win, Grant Enfinger in 8th plus 6, Ben Rhodes 9th plus 4, Tanner Gray 10th plus 2, Matt Crafton in 11th minus 2. Very tight right there at the cut line. Daniel Dye in 12th minus 17, Stuart Friesen minus 30th and 13th, Jake Garcia in 14th minus 46, Bailey Curry in 15th minus 50, Chase Purdy 16th minus 56, Lane Riggs, that rookie this year, he's starting to have a better run here. He is 17th points minus 61, and then Brett Holmes is 18th points minus 70. Any of those drivers can win. Any of those drivers could get that win here and move on into the playoffs. We have 27 full-time drivers so far in 2024. So the 4 picks to win the North Carolina Education Lottery 200, gotta go with Corey Heim, gotta go with Christian Eckes. Ty Majeski is my 3rd pick, and then the 4th pick, I'm going to go off on I'm going to do a one-off here. Brett Moffitt in that number 1 Tricon Garage, finishing 5th at Kansas. Win last year and won off in the Truck Series. Former Truck Series champion, Brett Moffitt. So Heim, Eckes, Majeski, and Moffitt are the 4 picks to win. Stay tuned to our sports show for the Xfinity preview and the Cup preview and possibly the Indianapolis 500 preview. And we'll see what the weekend brings. We're going to have Monday racing, and we're going to have all the racing over the weekend. We'll see. Mother Nature will let us know. As always, thanks for watching Rubber Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Rubber Sports Show, your YouTube leader, Sports Channel.